Okay, hello. This is a video. This is a video update. I haven't done a video in a while. Dana's sneaking away with a cookie. We just made cookies. We moved to Austin, Texas. So there was a Survivor episode this week that was really great. The week before that, I didn't see the episode. Well, I did see the episode, but I wasn't able to do a comic with Reality T and Tom Santilli because we were on the road. We have relocated from Ann Arbor, Michigan to Austin, Texas for my work. And it's a big move, and it was during all this pandemic stuff going on. The last video I did was before the pandemic, which is weird to look back on just because of how different everything is now and how everything has been shut down and changed. So I definitely thought I should give an update on what's been going on with us. I actually wrote a large blog on the Dabu Doodles website called Ann Arbor to Austin that kind of details the trip. So if you want to read more about the trip, there's a blog on there. Anyway, this episode of Survivor this week was nuts. And I actually missed it because we are in Austin now and it's Central Time. And I was super confused on the time. So normally Survivor's on at 8 o'clock in Michigan in Eastern Time Zone. But we're in Central, so I assumed it would still be on at 8 p.m., but Central Time. But instead, Survivor in Texas is on at 7 p.m. So it's still Eastern Time, but it's just an hour earlier. So it was super confusing. So I actually came into the episode like halfway through. So I missed a ton. I missed anything having to do with people stepping down for cookies. I missed anything with the immunity challenge. I came in right after the immunity challenge in a commercial break. So I didn't see any of that stuff happen. But it still was a really interesting episode. Guys, why are you fighting? These guys are fighting right now. That's a Velo. That's Nico. Nico! What are you doing? What are you guys doing? So yeah, I came in halfway through the episode. It was still an awesome episode. It was really incredible. Tony's doing amazing. I think Tony's going to win. And, you know, I'm not a huge fan of live tribal councils, and that's what they were talking about on Twitter. The idea of everybody whispering at tribal council. I think it's totally stupid, and I think if anybody ever did that while I was there, I would want to dump water on their heads to stop them from doing that. Come here, guys. You're being disrespectful. Oh, okay. As a viewer, it's not very fun to see people whispering, and I have no idea what anybody's saying when they whisper at tribal council. I have no idea what's going on. I think it shouldn't even be allowed. I know in Micronesia, if that would have happened in Micronesia, we would have been told to be quiet and let people answer questions. So that's kind of a big change that's happened over the years with Survivor. They've kind of walked away from that I guess, role of you answer questions, Jeff Probst asks questions. So that's pretty weird that that's changed so much. Also, because of the time change, I missed Eliza's thing. Eliza Orleans from Survivor Vanuatu and Survivor Micronesia is running for DA, District Attorney in New York. And she had a big event yesterday, but I was unable to be at that because I messed up the time again. I actually showed up an hour late, so I was unable to be there for that, which sucked. But I'll try to connect with Eliza in the next couple weeks and talk to her about what's going on. But that was a bummer to miss that because a lot of people were online and some people were reaching out on Twitter saying, "Where are you? You're supposed to be here." What else is going on? What's going on, Nico? You like Texas? Yeah, you like Texas. I'm working on a couple different comics on my own outside of all the Survivor stuff. I have some really cool commissions that are Survivor related coming up. I'll be posting about those when they finally launch, when they show up. I'm also working on a couple different games with, there's a guy I actually interviewed named Joshua from Gray Fox Games. It's a company that does games like Deception, other tabletop games. And I'm actually kind of talking to him about a couple game ideas too. There's like this fantasy RPG I want to work on with him, and maybe Stephen Fishbach can get involved in some way. I think you may have seen some of the characters that I've made. I made a bunch of fantasy characters for that. And then the other game is kind of a secret project, but I guess it's not a secret if you post a YouTube video about it. It's kind of like a Survivor-inspired survival strategy game. So we're going to see kind of where that goes. I haven't had time to do games just because I don't have enough space. I didn't have really any studio space back in Ann Arbor. So now I do. And so I'm excited to get back into like doing some watercolors and game boards and other kind of stuff. So that's the quick update of what's been going on with us. You know, I'll post when I can. If you guys have any requests for past Survivor comics or any kind of commissions that you guys want to do, I'm always open to do commissions with people or collaborations, depending on what the project is. So either you can email me at dabudoodles.com or you can see some of my previous work there. Yeah, just wanted to give an update, and we're loving the warm weather in Texas compared to Michigan. Right, Nico? He's bored now. Oh, also watch Tiger King if you haven't. Tiger King's ridiculous. You're missing out if you don't watch that.